Hello everyone. The time is currently 1:05 p.m. The day is July 29th, 2026, a Wednesday, and I am currently in my room. I will shortly be going through the Gateway tapes Wave 1 Discovery, Recharge, and Release Tape 4. That's the name of it. I'm going to go through the whole 38-minute process, follow the exercises present in that tape, and then I will be reporting back to let you know how things went. Stay tuned. Back from my experience with the Monroe Wave 1 Discovery Tape 4, and even half of Tape 5. I'll get into why that is. So let's just go over from start to finish what the experience was like and state anything interesting or unusual along the way. It all started with a very straightforward set of instructions at the very beginning. Instead of going step by step with each individual thing you need to do, like the previous instructional tapes did, this one wanted you to simply do everything without any of the instructions by laying the whole plan out at the start. So for example, instead of saying open your energy conversion box, raise the heavy lid, put your worries, anxieties, concerns in the box, and then close it after they give you some time to do that. Instead, it was first you're going to do the energy conversion box protocol, then you're going to do your resonant tuning, after which you're going to do your energy bubble you're going to create around yourself. And then you're going to go into your focus 10 state. And then he said he would meet you there after you did those 4 things that we went throughout the first 3 tapes. So naturally, I got started. I imagined the conversion box at the very beginning, put everything I could in there, and I remember kind of drifting off into different thoughts as I was doing that before starting to hear those hymns and doing the little humming exercise until that was locked in. And then when we arrived at the create the energy bubble around yourself, I remember breathing in from my belly to my head, or top of my lungs, and thinking of the O, like he said in the previous exercise. And then after that, I remember when I reached the part to think of your affirmations of I am more than my physical body because I am more than physical matter. So I thought about that after doing that breath work with the O in my mind. And then finally, I thought about Focus 10. My experiences with these different exercises were pretty straightforward. No visions, no what I could describe as dreams. Simply just going from one thoughtful, mindful exercise to the next as quickly as I could, with little to no distractions in my wake. Maybe a few thoughts here and there would crop up that I'd have to let pass by and continue. Then we reached the newest addition to this exercise, and that was where he wanted you to open your energy conversion box, take each of your worries and concerns, analyze the fear behind them, strip the fear away, let it lift away like bubbles away from your head, and then analyze the true feelings behind it, and then have that kind of dissipate into bubbles, and then just revert it into a more of a positive, like reversed version of it. And once you understand the positive sides of it, you can like absorb it as a means of energy that your body can use to further continue down your path of deeper focuses. So did that for a while, but then this is around the part where I needed to use the restroom, so I did that. Yeah, it broke the chain that I was constructing throughout that whole process, but I needed to go, so I did that. And when I was done, I continued trying to get deeper into it, more of a positive feeling around my body, but nothing too intense, I guess. Going with that energy conversion, I closed the lid again, and then he wanted me to go into focus 10, so I attempted that now with this converted energy. I really can only describe it as simply just taking a nap. Nothing too intense, really. And that was pretty much the end of the exercise. Afterwards, I had it on autoplay to the next tape 5, and then I thought to myself, well, if I'm already this deep and relaxed, maybe I could focus on tape 5 and see if I could get anything out of it. Honestly, I don't really remember much about it. Probably because my mind was so drifted off into like a state of restfulness that it just wasn't really, I wasn't really experiencing any of the instructions beyond what was the opening of your list of to-do list of things you gotta do. Energy conversion bots, hymns, create your energy bubble, your affirmations, focus 10, convert your energy inside your box into more positive, enlightened energy, and then go back to focus 10. I remember hearing those instructions at the start, but then I sort of, what I can only say, drifted off to sleep, I would say, and then kind of woke up around 2 p.m. and I got a call, so I had to answer that call, and that was pretty much the end of the exercise. My overall thoughts. This one was an interesting exercise. I thought it was kind of cool that the energy conversion box was able to have more purpose in it. I always just assumed that the reason why it was called that was because you would take your, negativity and it would somehow be locked away so you could focus on a pure state of being, but apparently now you can take that negativity and realize that it's kind of holding you back and to let go of it and to convert into a more positive state, which should allow you to essentially be more present in the moment. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, that's tape 4 of wave 1. Pretty much my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll update you on the next one when I get to it. Take care, everyone. Have yourselves a great day. Bye.